Hello Internet, welcome to Rising Phoenix. We're here, it's round number 14. This is our first round of this week. Oh, I say like first round of the week, yeah, like, you know. We have a round daily, but... No, we're here, we're live, I'm just checking we're on the right account. And then it turns out I'm recording live on my own account, my own YouTube channel, rather than... Yeah. I do find that sometimes where I just seem to be live on the right account. But no, we are live on the Rising Phoenix account. I will try and find the stream link for you lot. But for some reason I'm not coming up in my YouTube. Can someone just chuck the link in the chat, please? I can't bother to find it. Well, I can, but I just can't find it, is what I'm trying to say. Rising Phoenix on YouTube. There it is. It says we're live, but it's literally, the live video is not there. There is no live video. What is this? I call fraud. Wait, where is it? Where is the stream? Just someone link it in chat so everyone can ready up, please. Once I find the link in the chat, I'll then, you know, we'll then get everyone to start. So just yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know what really I can say. Yeah, but I've just told him it's already up. If you can find the stream, that's great. If you can't, well, yeah. And if you can you link it in the chat, please? If you're not a member of the chat, what on earth are you doing? As I can tell you, I can't find it anywhere. But whilst you lot do that, or the kind viewer who does do that, I will be just very quickly going on to our Instagram and messaging my Instagram. I've meant to tell them the fucking streams are. Hold on, I can just log on there myself actually, that's the point. Quick! Your story. We are live. Ah, that's my face. For some reason I had the front camera on. We are live. Boom. Post the story. Instantly done. Oh, and FX Hidden liked our thing. Well, thanks to FX Hidden. You're very nice. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Again, can he find the stream? No man, if you just put that in the FPS chat, I swear to God. Oh, of course you have. Hey, never mind. I found the stream, boys. No man put it in the wrong chat. But whatevs. We're going live here at Spain, and yeah. I need to do the standings, don't I? I do, yeah. Well, I've done the standings, I mean, I need to upload them. Well, not upload. I meant I've done the standings. I just need to, yeah, need to do stuff with it. Logging in, and there we are. Stream's up. I've got it. Hallelujah. Hello from FPS. Hi. Welcome FPS. Sorry that you kind of been added in here. Didn't mean for you to get the stream, but you know, wasn't my fault. Anyway, it's Spain. I need to do the standings. RHG, whatever your name is, I can't say it. Just saying. Wanted to actually message you earlier to see if you wanted to join this league. Just saying. But if you're here, cool. Thanks. You know. Anyway, we will watch not our first man out. Is Colin our first man out? He probably is. Yes, we're going to watch Colin on his lap. But before we do that, I'm going to try and fit in the standings. Because I like trying to squeeze things in the most inconvenient places. Anyway, Black Phoenix is first with 283 points. Big oof. Bazooka Joe second with 168. Crackerjack third with 96. RKI fourth with 95. Jonas fifth with 75. Opiolu sixth with 70. Tibson seventh with 63. Button's back eighth with 61. Swanee in ninth with 48. Limitless in 10th with 47. Tied 11th is Tom AJ and Paraplays with 44. 13th is Colin with 35. 14th Racing Meister with 30. 15th BJ with 28. 16th FX Hidden with 25. Yeah, I'm just pausing there because one, I need a breath, and two, Black Phoenix is not happy with the fact that I'm happy that FX Hidden won a race. Anyway, in the 17th, F1 Grosjean, 18. 18th, SR Phoenix with 15. 19th, Mr. Dude with 13. Tied 20th is Has UK and Rider PG Killer. 22nd, sorry, is Charlie Flame with 10 points. And 23rd is Mayor Man with 8 points. 24th, T Funky, who's here today, with, well, no points. Anyway, Constructors, McLaren with 347. Alfa Romeo with 231. Mercedes with 121, 4th is Team Reserve with 117, 5th Williams with 106, 6th Racing Point with 88, 7th Red Bull with 78, 8th Haas with 46, Toro Rosso 9th with 44, Renault 10th with 36, and Ferrari 11th with 28. So Ferrari currently the worst team in the business so far. Anyway, we're just keeping on with Colin. Keeping up with the Collins. Do 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 do. And as Colin will come across the line here for a solid time of 1 minute 21.8. I believe his teammates on a lap, but I don't know who will be the next closest to the finish line. I think it may be Tibson. Nope, it's Swanee out in front. As Swanee goes pole for 121.7. Tibson with an invalid lap time. Ooh, spicy. But Swanee on first place with the hards, so that is interesting. True Grosjean beating it with his hards as well. So some people going for the hard strat. FX Hidden putting on pole for 119.9 on the mediums. We're going on to Rider PG Killer. Currently at the bottom of the grid so far, but not doing too bad. Oh, Racing Maestro beats his teammate by setting a 1.3. Rider setting 121.2 though. So two people currently outside of the 1 minute 21s as Mr. Do goes invalid. As we'll ride on board with Black Phoenix here, who's current. Oh no, we don't. We'll ride on board with Crackerjack, Super Fighting Robot, Mayor Man. I'm never gonna get. I'm never gonna grow out of that. I'm always going to like call him Super Fighting Robot Mayo Man, because that is just the nickname of dreams. Also, where's Tibson? Tibson's there, okay. I really can't bother to look at who's doing what. And Crackerjack comes in with a 1 minute 20.2, putting him in second place. Quite interesting for him. Black Phoenix doing an invalid lap. Or as I like to call it, oh, Mr. Dude. Going a bit too quickly down the straight there. Well, into the corner. And has now ended up in the gravel, which means his soft lap, after being invalid, now stays invalid. Black Phoenix though, trying to go on the mediums. Oh, sorry, hards. If you thought they're red. Not red, white now. Colin did improve his lap time to a 121.6. Racing Maestro also tried to improve his own lap time, but unfortunately was 2 seconds slower. Oh, Black Phoenix bins it into the wall, and that is his front wing out of there. Unfortunately now, the Renault driver will be forced into going into McLaren driver, sorry, will be forced to be going into the pits. And I just realised I've not even been looking at the stream. I'm so sorry, guys. You know, no, go away, YouTube Premium. Nobody cares about you. Nah, I want to watch something that. I've literally just said no to YouTube Premium. Nickname of dreams. Oh, T-Funky. Not the best exit there, I won't lie. As I don't know who he held up there, but it's a Red Bull, so I presume it's Swanee? Nope, it's Racing Maestro, who actually set a third lap there and improved to a 121.2. Very good from the Swanmeister. But yeah, RG, whatever your name is. Hi, Crackerjack. Yeah, RG, whatever your name is. What I was saying was, maybe not this week, but next week if you want to join in, you know, and join the league. You know, we do have free seats, and well, only 2 of them, but we have free seats. So if you're interested, then please let us know, as Mr. Dude comes in with a 120.1, putting himself into 3rd place. After actually wearing that gravel off really nicely. So well done, Mr. Dude. I respect that. Remember, lads, you should respect women. That's why I respect Mr. Dude. Because he's a she. And he's cool with that. Anyway, Sonny's going on to a lap. T-Funky, though, unfortunately running out of fuel. Not sure if he'll go back into the pits or not. I'll just show you what currently are the best lap times here, with 10 minutes already gone. Oh, T-Funky is not having a good time. I mean, what a nice time move over there. But yeah, anyway. So, first place, FX Hidden, went out on the mediums. Mega Man, Mr. Dude, both on the softs. Crackerjack on the mediums. Racing Maestro decided to go to the hards. Rider PG Killer, with a really good time there on the mediums. F1 True Grosjean was on the hards. Colin went on the mediums. Swanee on the hards. And T-Funky on whatever tyre he was on. How long will I hold second for? If you want me to be realistic, Mayor Man, just wait till Black Phoenix sets a lap. Or Tipson. Or Bazooka Joe. I'm not being mean, I'm just saying, like, I think they've got what it takes to set a really fast lap here. Or Swanee's a... Swanee, man. I mean, that is a vast improvement from what he set last time out, beating his teammate by 4/10, whilst his teammates on mediums as well. Ooh, Swandog, you do make me... Well, I don't even know what you make me do. You just, yeah. Yeah. T-Funky is the best by miles. I need to know who this Tom Davidson is. Oh, sorry, not Davidson. I completely just said his name wrong. Tom Overton. I need to know who he is. Just because if he's the person, if he's like someone one of these guys know, I need to know who. I just found out it's Tibson, but you know, he's kind of been messaging whilst Tibson's been racing, so how could he? Anyway, we're just running on board with Black Phoenix here. Also, Bazooka Joe's on a lap, but he's only just started his, so we'll go and watch him in a second. Yeah, not long. But, Mayor Man, you know, you could improve that lap time. You can always improve your lines. As Black Phoenix comes across the line and sets a 1 minute 19.4, putting himself up into second place on the hards, being only a 10th behind FX Hidden. Bazooka Joe on a lap, so is True Grosjean. But we'll go to Bazooka Joe because... Oh, Bazooka Joe, yeah. Doot doot. I don't know what I'm trying to sing here. Setup changes for me. No front grip. Don't call me mate. I don't even know who you are. Oh, I love the random viewers we get on here. Also, cheers for subscribing, to everyone who has. You know, we've just hit 23 subs, so that's not a lot, but you know, for a racing league, I'd say that that's a good start. As Bazooka Joe comes in for a 120.3, That was not expected. I was expecting him to get a really good lap here. I mean, it could just be Bazooka Joe that holding back, but that looks like a very, very strong lap for him to be setting. And I was prepared for him to do that. As True Gouge on, I think maybe going back into... Nope. He's staying out for another lap. Do I have my drink here? Yeah, I do. Mr. Dude on a lap. So is T Funky, but last we saw of him, he was going along with only one bar of ERS. As Mr. Dude touches the grass, it won't be that much of an improvement with those two grass slips. Is that T Funky with the yellow flags? I'm not sure. It could be anyone, honestly. I've been considering it's, yeah. He's the only one in Sector 3, so I guess it is. Also, just any breaks like that, I might remind everyone that it is just a water break. So, yeah. I mean, they don't do that in actual F1, but, you know, I want to make sure I stay hydrated. And I'm a good boyo. I will read that message from RG, whatever your name is, in a week, later. In a week. No, I'll read it later. I was Mr. Dude. Oh, that was invalid. Well, it says it's invalid, but he just set a 120. Excuse me. Excuse me, princess. What the hell just happened there then? Oh, your T Funky's friend. Okay. Oh, it says T Funky's mates. Oh, okay. I honestly thought you. I thought you said thanks, mate. I'm getting confused. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. As T Funky comes across the line for 1 minute 22.5. Oh, it's invalid. Not a good start, but things can be improved upon. It's Rob. No, I refuse. I refuse. RG, whatever your name is your name. That's your nickname. Accept it. That is your nickname. Yes, I run this league, but this is basically a Q&A session. Oh, T Funky has crashed out, unfortunately, or just chosen to retire. You know, whichever floats his boat. Who's the nearest person to set in a lap? Not you. Probably Colin. Or is it Crackerjack? No, it's Colin. Whoop whoop, Colin. Yeah, so I'm just reading through the comments here. So, 1, I run this league. 2, I have admins, so don't worry about them. Oh, Racing Maestro is also on a lap. I did not realise. Sorry, Maestro, but your lap's kind of invalid. So yeah, yeah. I have admins. Those being Black Phoenix, RKI, and Swanee. And what else is it? Rob, unlucky, T Funky, good effort. I was on a top 10 lap and got invalid by going off the circuit. Unlucky for you, T Funky. Happened to you in time trial for RG, whatever your name is. And that is his nickname now. Like, if you lot watch my FPS streams, which you should, by the way, I'm allowed to promote visits on my own league, but yeah, if you lot watch the FPS streams that I do, you know, I do like calling him that. But it seems like everyone's coming out for a lap here. Obviously, with only 2 minutes or so left to go, laps now are the best thing to get in. Colin probably could tell you that, currently being in 11th place, as Racing Maestro has a 5-second grid penalty for colliding with not just Mr. Dude there, but rider PJ Killer as well. And that's a 10-place grid penalty for Racing Maestro. And plus the 5 seconds he's got from his collision with BJ last week. Now these two have got quite a lot to do here. And it's... wow. Both now have wing damage as well, I believe. Colin, though, did improve his time to a 120.1. Mr. Dude also trundling back to the pits, I believe. Well, either that or he's setting a lap. Nope, he's setting a lap. He was not too fazed by the incident. Are we seeing best tyres? Yes, but what was fitted? Okay. So, Colin actually set his on his softs, like I said. Racing Maestro and Ryder both going to have to either bail on their laps or attempt to improve them. Ryder is bailing and has confirmed himself 11th position. Racing Maestro, though, trying to gain up as many positions as he can. As Tibson's trying to make some moves here around the outside on the Ferrari of F1 True Grosjean. You know, just so he can get a good lap in. Thank you for subscribing, even though you're here like every week. Tibson to start his lap. Black Phoenix with the fastest lap of the race, a 118. Quali, a 118.8, which still keeps Mayor Man in third, surprisingly for Mayor Man. Is it surprising? I don't know. It might be. Racing Maestro, they're still on a lap. Swanee also on a lap. A lot of drivers now forced to finish. Swanee will be the next person to finish his. Racing Maestro retires. Swanee carrying on the final corner. DRS about to be opened, and it's a 1 minute 20 point. Oh, it's invalid. Big rip. Oh, it's not the first one of our streams I've watched. No, you've been here every week. Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, either there's a different Tom that I'm thinking of, or yeah. You know what, we're gonna go watch Tibson. Because Tibson doesn't get enough limelight. Unless he's trashing someone. Jokes. Tibson's not dirty, I swear. Mr. Dude actually put in a lap time to go second here for 118.9. Tibson, though, with a 119.0 up into third. Oh, and Crackerjack, please retire. Please retire. Actually, no, Black Phoenix is still on a lap. You're okay. I mean, wow. Yeah, Tom, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's another Tom that has literally the same colour profile as you that's on every stream. So, yeah. But that person normally sports Oppio and Tibson. Anyway, here are the standings. Black Phoenix in first. Mr. Lou second. Tibson third. FX Hidden in fourth. True Grosjean in fifth on the softs. I didn't see that lap come in. Mega Man down to sixth on the softs with Colin in seventh. Crackerjack eighth on the mediums. Bazooka ninth on hards. Swanee 10th on the hards. Racing Maestro down to 20th now, which means Ryder PJ Killer will be 11th and T Funky will be in 12th. With well, Racing Maestro quite far down. T Funky's a beast. Can confirm he did beat Racing Maestro, so just saying, he's a beast. Also, just to let everyone know, we do sort custom weather, custom timings of sessions. So, if the sun is too bright in any race, or if it's like annoying at some point, we will sort that out. So yeah. Also, as I believe, well, not next race, but the race after, might have a night race option, so we'll be choosing most of them as night races. But that's just, you know, me kind of saying that out the blue. And what? So obviously, tomorrow is Monaco, then it's UAE. So yeah, for the UAE race, we'll be doing it at night, because who doesn't love racing at night? Anyway, who's going to go racing at Formation Lap? Well, someone is, probably. Oh, Racing Maestro actually got to start behind T Funky. That's a surprise. Normally, it doesn't let you on this game. But yeah, they do, so yeah. Luck Jacobson. Oh, it's BJ. You know, BJ. You're our favourite racer here at the Rising Phoenix HQ that we have, which is not my bedroom or anything. Yeah, and so you're my favourite racer. So you get to be subscribed to by our official YouTube channel. I swear this isn't favouritism. We just like BJ a lot. And yeah, we do. Anyway, tyre selections for the bottom lot. Swanee onto the hards, Rider PG Killer on mediums, T Funky on the mediums, and Racing Maestro. Guess what? On the mediums. So it's 4 soft starters, which is kind of weird. Mr. Dude, True Grosjean, Mayo Man, Super Fighting Robot, and Colin. Did the Super Fighting Robot part the wrong way round. BJ, no swearing in our stream chats, please. Thank you very much. Also, BJ can't race today because he's going out somewhere. And he was like, I only want to qualify, please. And I'm like, no, you may not qualify. You just swore on our track. Apparently, Mayo Man, you dum-dum also isn't allowed in there, so don't be offensive. I can only see it like actually on the PlayStation version. But anyway, so yeah, this is how everyone lines up on tyres. Quite a big difference here in most people. From what I'm seeing from everyone, it will definitely be a shock as we're going to hide UI, as we always do, as a yellow in Sector 3. That's probably BJ, just running onto the track as a streaker. And away we go. It's a decent start from the Mercedes that's currently going down the inside, making it 3 wide into turn 1. FX hidden, diving on both of the cars. Oh, Mr. Dude losing out. The Renault of Mayo Man not gaining too many positions there. I actually don't think he gained any, but Colin goes up a few. Rider PG Killer down and fighting with Swanee. Was that T Funky at the back? Unfortunately, just kind of hitting around a bit. But FX Hidden and Tibson currently second and third, fighting for that second position quite a lot. As Crackerjack's been overtaken by Swanee as Racing Maestro gets past Rider PG Killer. So I actually think... hold on, where on earth did Mayo Man go? Oh, he went up to 5th. How on earth did he get up to 5th? Hold up. I thought you went down positions. No, Mayo Man has gone up. Mr. Dude, one of the only people to really go down, has actually had the worst start on lap 1 today. I mean, when you're starting in second place, you have more chance of being worse than better. Ooh, Crackerjack. You know what? I respect that move. Even though Swanee was forced a little bit wide, that's still a very, very good move. So well on Crackerjack. Just say, sometimes you have to give racers credit. Oh, there's Black Phoenix its fastest lap. Racing Maestro could have got onto his teammate there, but unfortunately just not in the perfect position. Meanwhile, we look on board FX Hidden, and we can see that he is trying to chase down Tibson. This battle should be going to the DRS points. No front wing damage on lap 1 currently for most drivers. Well, hopefully for all drivers, but I really can't see everyone's wing at once. We should have like 4 monitors to like have 4 different PSN accounts just all signed in watching this race, so I have different angles and viewpoints. As Racing Maestro and Swanee again, wheel to wheel. Swanee on the inside. Ooh, contact. But I'm sure Swanee will fight for this position currently, because him and his teammate are quite close on points. So, you know, I know Swanee does want to do the best for his team Red Bull, but also knows that he wants to win a personal championship between him and his teammate, possibly to stay at Red Bull for next season. As what a move by Bazooka Joe up inside Colin, as he is now going to try and chase down the one, the only Grosjean, who we are not confirming is moving to Haas, but I'm just saying he most likely will. This is not a confirmation because I'm legally not allowed to do that by the person who runs this league. I mean, me. Rider PG Killer though on Racing Maestro. Ooh, Racing Maestro not giving enough much room there, but actually it was enough room, but oh dear lord, Racing Maestro, that going wide there. DRS enabled, which means the first person to be able to use it will be FX hidden. I'm just going to look at the standings to actually notify people. I'm sure people won't be talking in stream for a while, unless it's BJ. But you know, we can all just ignore BJ for a while. Actually, no, my apologies. Swanee and his teammate aren't actually that close together. I mean, what will be closer is, well, races here will be Colin and Ryder PG. Actually, no. They are the closest teammate rivalry. My apologies. As Crackerjack gets past Swanee. Oh, T-Funky's out. I don't think we can see it from any angle, but I presume he's crashed. As Crackerjack fighting with Swanee and Colin here. And so is Racing Maestro, but that's unfortunate for T-Funky being out of today's race. Black Phoenix with the fastest lap again. T-Funky unfortunately cutting a few corners. But this four-way battle of DRS as Colin goes into the pits. So let me rephrase that. Three-way battle of DRS should be interesting. It's Racing Maestro, Ryder, versus Crackerjack. Crackerjack currently third in the championship. Obviously being the most active racer. But, you know, I think Crackerjack's missed one race this season. Like, that's pretty good. Hopefully I'll do better tomorrow. Guys, don't tell him it's Monaco tomorrow. Oh dear. Oh, True Grosjean has had a spin. I'm trying to go back to when he hit Ryder PG Killer. Obviously not to the fault of True Grosjean. I mean, if you spin, it's kind of not much you can do. But I think that also may have affected Mega Man there, as he's now down a few positions as well. So yeah. What track tomorrow? I hate this one. It's Monaco. Ah, shit. Here we go again. T-Funky's got no chance tomorrow. Oof. As Ryder PJ Killer actually gets past Grosjean, when Grosjean back past him. Grosjean, wrong track, mate. So these two obviously need to go back into the pits now, as they've... Well, actually, maybe not Grosjean, but Grosjean does have a 5-second penalty, which means... Oh, FX hidden. Spun outside the pit lane. Not sure if that was Mr. Dude's fault. Unfortunately, we weren't watching the battle there, but FX hidden now down quite a few positions. And also without a wing. So... that is interesting. Ryder and True Grosjean both going into the pits themselves. FX hidden though. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, he's retired. FX hidden has retired from the session on track and has decided to end his race early. Just want to see if there's any message from him, but I'm not sure what's actually going on here. I'll just go on to my PS messages app to see if he says anything. As Ryder PG Killer is able to overtake FX Hidden's retired car. Crackerjack, though, currently the only guy with DRS. Mr. Dude into the pits. I'm pretty sure the incident must have been between Mr. Dude and T-Funky. No, not T-Funky, sorry, FX Hidden. But again, I can't really tell you what happened because I don't know the details. But that means there's one Mercedes left in this race. No Toro Rossos. And imagine that, no Toro Rossos in a race. We've got Kvyat. And Crackerjack versus Swanee is kind of this battle here. Actually, with 6 laps in... Hold on, let me just go to position changes. So 6 laps in, and Racing Maestro gaining the most. And the most lost, obviously FX Hidden, but... Wow, Swanee and Bazooka Joe both up 6. No, we have just got 2 messages in chat, so I'll go read them. See if that's FX Hidden just, you know, blabbering. Well, I mean, by blabbing I mean, like, you know, saying whatever's happened here. I'll practice so hard tomorrow. You know, you do that. I'm just gonna see if FX Hidden did put in chat. Yes, he did, and he said, and I quote, fucking controller, drift smashed me into the wall." So, FX Hidden, forced to retire thanks to control errors. Where have we seen that before? It's a crackerjack. I mean, wow. That was some speed he took into that corner. And, you know, he really made that move stick on Swanee here. I wouldn't be surprised if Swanee's able to get that move back. And obviously Swanee is a no assist user. Crackerjack does use some assists. But that doesn't matter in this league because everyone is fighting the same positions as Tibson. He's got a few seconds of time penalties now for cutting corners. Also didn't say what people went on for their pit stops. So the bottom 4 have all had a pit stop. Mr. Dude onto mediums, Colin mediums, Ryder onto softs, and True Trojan onto mediums. Now, each of them will have to make another stop. The current medium runners, in theory, well, technically, Mr. Dude, if he can, will be taking Hims to about lap 20. Hopefully, that's 13 laps on the mediums, it's possible. And then to lap 33. So the 3-stopper. Or he'll just go... Oh no, 2-stopper, sorry. As Swanee gets past... Oh, no, he does not get past Crackerjack. As Mayvan goes into the pits. But yeah, so that's probably what Mr. Dude will be doing. Colin will probably take those mediums as long as he can, because that's Colin. Same as Crackerjack, really. Crackerjack's taking them to, like, when the hard runners do onto softs. That's just kind of the way it is. As yep, Man did put on the mediums. And is now back out. And currently the big battle here is between these two. Both Swanee and Crackerjack. Swanee is on the hard tyres, which means being not too far behind Crackerjack, you know, just enough to be able to keep in DRS range is actually really good for him. On the other hand, Crackerjack is fighting basically for the same positions as him at this point in time. His next big challenge is Racing Maestro's quite a few points behind. And Crackerjack also has to think, like, in this championship fight, his nearest rival, well, in terms of points, is actually behind him, but his nearest challenge in terms of points is RKI, who he's currently trying to gain away from, which he will do in this race, if he scores a point, or just is not the next person to retire, / get disqualified. As Swanee gets back past him. But, no, in fact, he's got a 72-point gap to Bazooka Joe. So, really, he does not want that gap to extend any further. And with quite a few rounds to go, we have to admit that Bazooka Joe is on fire and is probably going to get either second or first here. You know, it's kind of a battle between Black Phoenix and Bazooka Joe for the title. But not too much of one, I'd say. I think we kind of know that Black Phoenix has this title at the moment. But again, anything can change as Crackerjack past Swanee, not giving him too much room there. But still not loads of... Ooh, not loads of contact. I say that as Swanee and Crackerjack do collide there. Both of them in a bit of a pickle there. Swanee up the inside. Crackerjack did go over Swanee's line just a little bit, henceforth forcing him into that. I will just go look at this. As there is a message that I can't repeat in chat, even though it's basically not as bad as the other one. But apparently Tibson did off FX hidden. Hidden, if you have video recording of that, I would like to see it. You know, even if it's just him cutting you off. Well, so you can't really do much about it and give him a penalty. You can be told not to do it again and, you know, to stop. Depending if it's deemed as legal or illegal. We'll see. We have an admin team here for a reason, blah, that sort of stuff. You know, we can do that. Yeah, anyway, so that's Crackerjack's story. Of, well, at least what he needs to do at the moment. Now we're going to look at Swanee's teammate, Racing Maestro. Kind of feel like his story's, again, a very good one. And we've only, well, not including this one, 7 races to go. Oh, Mr. Dude gets past Crackerjack. I don't know what happened to him. But Crackerjack losing out 5 seconds to Mr. Dude there. I'm not sure for what reason. I mean, he must have had an accident or something. But has he actually lost a wing? No, he hasn't. He's got all of his wing left. So I'm really confused here. There's only yellow in sector 3. Oh, that's Mr. Dude. What is everyone doing? Anyway, these two will probably be in a fight for a little while. So whilst they're in a fight, I'll also talk to you about this. So Swanee's teammate, anyway, Racing Maestro, is currently 5 points behind Colin, 2 points in front of BJ. With BJ not being here, that's definitely going to help Racing Maestro. But he needs to gain 5 points on Colin, the driver in front of him. And then, you know, it's a whole 14-point gain to catch up to... Oh, Mr. Dude again, going off track. Oh, sorry, lose my voice there a bit. As he has lost time to Crackerjack. Not good scenes. But yeah, so Racing Maestro does need a lot of points to not only overtake Colin, but to catch up to Tom AJ and Paraplays and get into that top 10. Yeah, and his teammate in 9th currently, looking like one of the best racers out there at the moment. You know, being in the top 10 of the grid out of the 24 drivers we do have in the league. Being in the top 10 is not something to shy away from. So again, Colin, Racing Maestro, both fighting to be up there. F1 Grosjean has to gain 7 points to go and re-overtake FX Hidden after last race, where FX Hidden got his first win. Mr. Dude is 5 points behind True Grosjean, so keeping his position that he is in right now, Mr. Dude will be overtaking him. Actually, only by 1 point. So that's Mr. Dude's kind of overtake. Ryder PG Killer 2 points behind Mr. Dude. Currently will be losing quite a few more from him, but as he's in front of True Grosjean, he will be gaining points on him and making the gap between Ferrari and Haas even bigger. As you know, Haas is currently the 8th place team, Ferrari all the way down in 11th. And then Mayo Man on 8 points currently. If he stays like he is, he'll only get up to 10. But Simpson's in the pits. And also Mayo Man qualifying in 6th kind of says that he can go quite far in this race, and he could go to the top. I mean, I'm not like the top, but you know, he could go quite far today. As Timpson is out in front of Swanee. Ooh. Swanee, you're revving up 4th gear a bit there. And 5th. Oh, okay, yeah. So, Mayo Man really looking like he could make some good moves. As Mr. Dude's overtaking Crackerjack, who's into the pits for hards, which means he's got to go 20 laps on them. Colin now past him. As I believe True Grosjean's either lagged out or has gone AFK for today's race, so his gap to Ryder is a lot bigger. Sonny's got a few seconds of time penalty. Crackerjack out of the pits. Ryder PJ Killer only a few seconds behind. Ooh. Swanee unfortunately over a second behind as they go flag in Sector 1. Mayo Man has messed up Sector 2. Oh no, not Sector 2, sorry, Turn 2. And I don't know where I was going, but I clicked on YouTube for some reason instead of... not YouTube, sorry, I clicked on PlayStation messages rather than going back to the YouTube chat. But anyway, Black Phoenix off into the pits. Bazooka Joe not able to get past him, showing how big of a gap and lead Black Phoenix have there. It's a very, very considerable lead. The Bazooka Joe now on the same tyres as the leader. And Tibson behind. I mean, with about 14, 15, 16, 19 laps to go, everyone who's on mediums or softs needs to pit again. And so do Swanee and Bazooka Joe, as obviously they haven't pit yet. What I'm wondering is what certain drivers are doing with their strats, because currently Racing Maestro has taken his tyres 13 laps. His thing here says he's going to pit in. Obviously that may or may not be true, but that's what it says. So going 13 laps on mediums isn't a bad strat at all. And you know, he's going to come out just behind Mr. Dude, maybe behind Colin. As you can see, his ERS down to none. Yep, he's going into the pits. So Racing Maestro in, which should mean that Mr. Dude gets that position, and I said maybe Colin, if Colin's quick enough. Will he just be going straight to hards? I think he probably will. Hi BJ again. Yeah. So straight to hards, which means he's going to try and take those hards 20 laps or so. I'm just wondering if other races are planning to do that. For example, his teammate Swanee. If he's planning to go 20 laps on those hards, then take his mediums 13. Or in Swanee's case, take his hards to lap 25 and then go 8 laps on the softs, because that's what Swanee does. Hashtag just Swanee things in the chat, boys. Oh, look at that. Colin is here, right behind Racing Maestro. So like I said, Racing Maestro does need a lot of points to go and move in front of Colin. My question is though, can he do it? Bob the Builder, can he fix it? Colin, yes he can. I don't know why, just wanted to, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, Black Phoenix, stop getting fastest lap. Let someone else get it. Like Ryder PG Killer. But yeah, see ya. Apply for the voice. Hell yeah, of course. Oh, Collins ran out of VRS here on this lap. Unfortunately, doesn't really have much to play with. And even though he was within DRS... Oh, was he within DRS range at the time though? And he kind of is now, but Racing Maestro is probably going to get into his tyres very, very quickly. Whilst Colin will have to pit soon. As Ryder PG Killer goes into the pits, speaking about pits, True Roadrun's still not here, so he won't be at... So that's our... I think it's been about 10 laps since he was last here. So that, yeah. Just don't check if he's tried to get back in to the race. No, he hasn't, so... Yeah, we won't be looking at get him getting any points today. As Ryder PJ Killer is out in 10th position. Black Phoenix obviously with another fastest lap. Now I'm surprised, Tibson's probably just lapping slower than Black Phoenix, I'd say. 121.7 and 121.5. Tibson, a 122.1, you know, just setting his personal best there. it's definitely going to be one of those races for Tibson, I think. Like, currently he's just not on the same pace as Black Phoenix, but is improving in himself. Zigello in Sector 2. Oh no, is it the leaders? Is it any of the leaders? No. Is it any of the guys at the back? I believe it could be Ryder PG Kid actually just moving over. Yeah, it was. Well, now it's a bit of a oh no situation, as Bazooka Joe and Tibson seem to have back markers in the way. Oh no. Oh, Mega Man in after only 8 laps on his mediums. And he's actually put softs on. I mean, maybe to go for the fastest. Maybe to go for fastest lap point there, but I mean, if you don't really have many choices, I guess the softs are a good option just to, you know, take them to about lap 20, 26 and then go to lap 33 on another pair. I'm not sure. I'm kind of shocked by this decision. What I'm more shocked by is the fact that Colin's been able to keep his tyres for so long. He's only 2.3 seconds behind Mega Man. I mean, just, yeah. But Colin kind of does this. You know, it's nothing like Crackerjack's 26 weather laps on softs, but it is something to go 14 laps on the mediums, especially around Spain. Just kind of, you know, one of those high tyre wear tracks. But then if you do know where to use your tyres correctly and where to kind of just ease off a bit, Spain does become a lot easier for you. Bazooka Joe is into the pits. Is Swanee going to join him? And if no, I wonder why. No, he's not. Ooh. So that means Bazooka Joe's going to go onto the mediums surely here. Yeah. So he goes onto the mediums, which will be his till the end. Kind of like Mr. Dude when he, well, comes in within the next few laps probably. But Tibson out the pit lane into 4th. Swanee though has only got a 6-second lead over him. Meanwhile, as you can see, Colin's tyres have faded away just slightly. The gap now up to 3 seconds between him and Racing Maestro. We'll compare Colin's lap times here. But they've been consistently in the below 124s. That's actually been his best lap so far. Is Racing Maestro just... Oh, Racing Maestro is actually put in his best lap of the race so far. As Tibson has got a 3-second time penalty here. Ooh. I'd just like to say, Vijay, that he's not going to try and take the softs for not 20 odd laps. It's about 15 laps actually, well 14. And whilst you can't take softs 14 laps, especially if you can't take mediums 8, what he's planning to do is quite simple. It's go to soft, soft to soft, to be on a faster tyre compound and hopefully catch up to Ryder PG Killer. As Swanee is out of the pits, on the mediums, behind Mr. Dude, but more importantly in front of his teammate Racing Maestro, who is now, as you can see, at the end of the pit straight. But Swanee, with faster tyres, should be able to really push. We'll just check some tyre penalties here. So Black Phoenix has 2 warnings this race. Tibson with 9 seconds of time penalties. Bazooka Joe squeaky clean. Mr. Dude with a warning. Swanee with 1 time penalty. Racing Maestro with none. Colin as well, squeaky clean. Crackerjack with none. Rider PJ Killer with none. Mega Man with a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. So really, if Timpson gets another 1 or 2, then there is a big possibility that Bazooka Joe can not only get second place, not only catch up a little bit, but gain second place in the process. I mean, in all fairness, there is a very high possibility that Mr. Dude will actually go all the way down to 8th place just with a pit stop alone. Obviously, Colin does have to pit again, and I'm pretty sure that Mr. Dude is smart enough to know, that he can probably drag these tyres out to about lap 23, 24, where you can go 9 laps on the softs. And if you haven't used softs in quali, that's basically 3 extra laps added onto their lifespan. As Black Phoenix goes for the fastest lap again of a 1:21.1. As we can see though, Mr. Dude has lost out a little bit of time on Swanee here. Swanee's now 1.6 seconds behind, making it 1.5. Crackerjack also gaining on Colin, whose tyres have finally started to wear a bit. If you take the medium 17 laps, you can surely take the softs 11. And maybe both Colin and Mr. Dude going in this lap. Yep, Mr. Dude has gone in and has cut the corner for that. But is he going to take his tyres 11 laps? That's what I want to know. Crackerjack though on the back of Colin. Mr. Dude having overtaken as well. Colin staying out, Crackerjack right on his rear. The man from New Zealand. Here we go. Colin goes to the inside. Has made his way past Colin as Colin slots in just behind Crackerjack. And Mr. Dude out onto mediums. That was unexpected, to say the least. And that was very, very unexpected. I mean, Crackerjack's already 1.2 seconds behind. No, 1.2 seconds in front of Colin. But Mr. Dude, 4.5 seconds behind, and is that the right call? I'm really not sure there. But Timpson's got another 3-second time penalty, and it's looking like he may rack up quite a few seconds here. Sooner or later, Bazooka Joe will be able to use that to his advantage and really gain onto him. Meanwhile, Colin chooses not to go in the pits. How long is he going to take these tyres for? And he's just done 19 laps on them. Colin, you have a pit box, my friend. Please, do use it. As a true version of AI has taken his medium as 16 laps. So I'm guessing 16 is the base amount of laps you should be going, as Black Phoenix keeps doing some bullshit. Like, real bullshit here. So I'm guessing... if I was Colin, I'd have gone in the pits by now. I'm just saying. He can definitely... And he can't go to the end on these. That's just all I'm saying. And if he does, he'll have blown a tyre. And speak of the devil, it's not a tyre blown, but it is a spin. And that is Colin now in the wall, having to continue on and will definitely be forced to go into the pits this lap. Which actually helps his teammate be able to gain on him. But unfortunately, I just don't think it will be enough. And Colin didn't actually lose too much time on Mr. Dude there. Maybe he did, I'm not sure, but... still. And would he need a wing change? From what I can see, no he won't. Or at least what I could see. As Crackerjack collects a 3-second time penalty, which might be useful for Mr. Dude here. Black Phoenix with another fastest lap of the race. Please stop. I'm not liking it. It's not fun. Please. And Tibbs with another 3-second time penalty. Fun. Yep, Colin onto the softs. His teammate just turned around the final corner. I don't think it'll be too close. As yep, Colin is out. We can see Ryder here. And his teammate is just in front of him. A faster Colin. Well, so we believe faster. On fresher, soft tyres. I mean, yeah. And not much to really confer from that. Apart from Ryder is just behind his teammate now. But ever so slightly closer. Meanwhile, looking at penalties. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Tibson is, in theory, only 2.7 seconds in front of Bazooka Joe. His teammate. This is Tibson's secret plan. Just how to help your teammate get more points. Push him up the field. And push Bazooka Joe up. Give him second place confirmed. And yeah. Meanwhile, Ryder's lost a bit of time to Colin. And, yeah, Mayorman into the pits though. Obviously won't be anywhere near overtaken by True Grosjean, but Mayorman just going for fastest lap now, I assume. As Crackerjack has gained a little bit on Racing Maestro. Not loads, but just a little bit. Racing Maestro with no penalties. Crackerjack does have one, which he received only last lap. So, from what I can confirm, Crackerjack will need to gain a heck of a lot of time to overtake Racing Maestro. And Tibson will need to stop gaining time penalties if he wants to stay in second place. So yeah. We'll just look at gap to leader quickly. So, you know, the top 7 not allowed yet, but it's a big difference. I mean, 32 seconds from first to third, but I mean, Tibson didn't make mistakes, but he's just started falling off quite a bit from Black Phoenix. And actually, I think this lap he's just gained a few tenths. Don't know what's happened to Black Phoenix, but both Tibson and Bazooka Joe just started gaining there for no reason. That is kind of weird. As you can just see Mayorman with a Red Bull. I believe that is Swanee. Nope, it's Racing Maestro, who has a wild Crackerjack and a wild Mr. Dude chasing them down. Oh, that's a point. Mr. Dude. Forgot him in this whole equation. You see, with Crackerjack's penalties, oh, Tibson's got another one, which means he's now officially down to third. Yeah, with Crackerjack's penalties, Mr. Dude is only 4.1 seconds behind. And Crackerjack's technically 6 seconds behind Racing Maestro. So really, he's got 5 laps to gain up 6 seconds, or stop Mr. Dude gaining 4. And the inner me is just going, ooh, and wondering if that's even possible. I need to gain up to Racing Maestro by 6 seconds, you know, and overtake him, you know, do all that stuff. Unless Crackerjack takes him out. I mean, there's no way really to take him out, as he's not from 2.5 seconds away. I mean, he has to stay in 5/10 this lap, so maybe it's possible. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. We'll just compare some lap times though. So Racing Maestro has been setting, well, apart from that 122, which is kind of an anomaly, a 123 each lap. Crackerjack, on the other hand, has been consistently in the 122s, but high end. So it's tight. I'll say that. I don't think Mr. Dude has the chance to catch up, even though that's the more realistic thing happening. With how this race is going, it actually just isn't. And that's me being honest. There's probably more chance of Black Phoenix going to overtake Mr. Dude. I mean, he probably will, to be fair, as we can see him right there, but I mean, Crackerjack 2.1 seconds behind at Racing Maestro. It's going to be close. I think they will have a battle to the end. And Racing Maestro really trying his best as well, just to keep away. And once you're in that 1.5 second attachment range, things do get a bit dicey for you. Oh, Racing Maestro! He's binned it! He's binned it and then he's come back on track. Oh, that is probably an amazing sight for Crackerjack. Racing Maestro having a mistake at second corner. Tipson going into the pits as well. Oh, this is more interesting now. As Tipson's going onto the softs, there's no doubt. No doubt in my mind. On the softs. As then he puts on a set of wets. No, softs. I was right. So Tipson going on the softs, the fastest lap. Bazooka Joe overtaking him. Tipson, I mean, quite a few laps to remake the overtake. Now Racing Maestro has to make sure he doesn't lose any more time to Mr. Dude, or not too much at least, being 5.9 seconds, but also has to make sure he stays within the 1.6, well, has to stay within 3 seconds of the driver in front. Things have got interesting. I mean, Tipson is trying to improve on his third place. He knows that Swanee isn't too far behind. Swanee is kind of in and around that zone where he could overtake Tipson through penalties, but Tipson needs to get fastest lap to make sure he secures 15 points. As Black Phoenix going into the pits to try and get his 26 points. I mean, what a sweat. He's already got fastest lap on the hard, sorry. Well, he doesn't need to do it for more. Why, Black Phoenix? You're just giving us all hope. Stop giving us hope, man. I know, stop taking our hope away from us, is what I meant. How many seconds of penalties does Tipson have? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 seconds with extra warning this lap. He's at the point where he could be at about 21 seconds by the end of lap 33. Which means Swanee has to hold on for about 2 more seconds. That's just assuming things. As Racing Maestro, still 1.5 seconds behind Crackerjack. Mr. Dude now 5.4 seconds behind as well. Also, Rider PJ Killer has done very, very well to keep with Colin. Have to admit. As we'll go back to Tipson though, who's got Bazooka Joe just in front of him. The gap won't be enough for DRS at the DRS activation point, but he should be able to slipstream in here. obviously we can see Ryder PJ Killer just in front. We can also see Colin. Well, we can't see Colin yet. Oh, Bazooka Joe! Oh, that is dreadful for Bazooka Joe there. Going into the gravel, and is now quite a way behind his teammate. I mean, it doesn't really affect things on the grand scheme of things, but that has not helped him at all. As Mayhem actually got a penalty for ignoring blue flag here, as he slows down for the two drivers who are about to lap him. But Tibson with fastest lap, and the gap is 21 seconds between Bazooka Joe and Swanee. Tibson with that time penalty has put him up 21 seconds. Swanee actually has a 3-second time penalty, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Actually, does he have another one? No, so even if he didn't get a penalty there, Tibson would have still been in front. And even if Swanee didn't get a penalty, I mean, he would still be in front. Ooh. It is much... Oh, well, this is very interesting. It's not just Tibson's, well, third place to lose. The two up places to lose. This is all about Racing Maestro, this race. Because if he throws this away, he could be losing out on 10 very valuable points that he'll need to gain up to Colin. Currently, the gap is only, and I say only 4 seconds in the difference of points he'll get. But if you can keep within this gap of Crackerjack, it'll be 6, which is enough for him to make the overtake. Like I said when I said the standings, and some point during this race, I was like that 12, I think. The difference between Colin and Racing Maestro is 5 points. The difference in points now is 4. Well, at this point, it's 4 points the difference of what they'll get for each other. However, if Racing Maestro is able to keep this gap, he will be up another position and up into 5th place, which will be 6 points, meaning he'll be 1 point in front of Colin. So really, it's all to play for, as Black Phoenix is about to end this race. And he's done a soft lap. Was it better than Tibson's? 20.5. No, Tibson did a 19.9. So Tibson currently does have fastest lap. Black Phoenix needs to beat a 19.9, and it is a 19.1. Black Phoenix takes fastest lap and the win of today's race. Tibson, I believe, is the next man to come home. He is currently taking 2nd position across the line. Unfortunately, not an improvement for fastest lap. Bazooka Joe, though, after his spin, still taking 2nd position. Colin 8th and Ryder 9th. But no, Bazooka Joe in 2nd. Tibson down to 3rd. And actually, I completely forgot. Racing Maestro has lost his position to Crackerjack. Because Racing Maestro has time penalties. Swanee into 4th. Racing Maestro has a 5-second time penalty. Which means, really, he had to watch out for Mr. Dude, who was unable to capitalise. But Crackerjack up to 5th. Racing Maestro does not get in front of him, no matter what that leaderboard says. And Mr. Dude gets 7th. I mean, wow. Mayor Man, though, will be coming home as the 10th place driver. Unlucky race for him today, but at least he kept in there and tried for his best each lap. I mean, wow. Racing Maestro there. Ooh, I completely forgot about that final lap, about what he had there. I completely forgot the Racing Maestro had a 5-second penalty. It's 2 Alphas on the podium, 1 McLaren. Black Phoenix with the win and fastest lap, but it's not enough to stop the Alfa Romeos gaining so many points on him. Tibson with 21 seconds of penalties. Oh, Racing Maestro not finishing in front of Crackerjack, unlike this thing would tell you. Racing Maestro actually down to 6th, but both Haas's, or Haas-I, in the points, and Mayo Man storing a point for Renault as well. Mercedes also gaining a few valuable points to try and keep in front of the Renaults. Keep near the Red Bulls, sorry. Anyway, I think my drive of the day, quite simply, even though... Actually, you know what? No, he deserves this. Swanee 2K15 is my drive of the day. Well done, Swan Dog. You were today's drive of the day. Oh, also, that's the end of the stream. So thank you